Depot on the beat.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm gonna be doing something a little bit different, as you see.
My name is Sergeant Thompson, you know.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
No, my name is T. This is my 2008 CBR 1000 RR.
But yeah, let's get it. We're gonna be asking him a couple questions and get to know a little bit about his bike life. How long have you been riding for?
I've been riding since COVID started. Towards the end of COVID, I got my license. November of 2020 or 2021.
I do know you have like a little bit of car history, but what really got you into bikes?
I had this friend, his name was Hakeem. One day he hit me up and he was like, "Hey bro, can you give me a ride so I can go get my bike or follow me back to with my bike socket?" Something like that. And I was following him back and it just looked and sounded so beautiful. I was like, bro, I need to get one of those. I just seen my boy riding it and I just wanted to experience it.
Tell me a little bit about the bike. How long have you had it and what's done to it?
I had the bike for about, I want to say 5-6 months now. This is my second bike. It had 15,000 miles on it when I bought it, and now it has 17,500. Put about 2,000 miles on there. As far as modifications that I've done, I've only done mainly cosmetics. First thing was I had to get these mirrors off. I didn't really like the mirrors. They had like a bulky look to the front, so I bought these block off plates and took the mirrors off, mirror delete. Secondly, I bought this zero gravity windscreen because the windscreen that comes with the bike, it sits like super low and it looks a little goofy. Third mod, I got this tank cap. I bought a keyless tank cap because the keys that come with the bike, well, I lost the original and they gave me these copies and they work a little bit weird. Deleted all and just got a keyless tank cap. I also bought these bar end mirrors. It was 2, but now it's 1. Don't ask why. I like the look they have to the bike from the rear. The bar end mirrors, it looks really aggressive. And then last but not least, I got these Dunlop Q5S tires. Apparently this is like one of the best street tires you can get for a bike. This is actually a track tire, but the street version of it. They make another one that's a Dunlop Q5 that's purely for the track. It's a different compound that wears away a lot faster, but these are really good. They stick to the ground really nice. I have a few things at home I've bought for the bike that I haven't put on yet. These emblems right here, they have a little bit of red to them. And I bought pure black ones to match the color scheme of the bike a little bit better. And I also bought tank pads. They go on the side, or yeah, tank pads that you're supposed to grip the tank with. I haven't put those on yet either.
What are some challenges that you face day-to-day riding or just in general every time you ride?
I don't really face too many challenges riding a motorcycle, probably because I don't push myself to the limits. That's one thing to remember, is to always ride within your limits. I do remember when I first started riding, one of the challenges I faced was trusting my tires. You definitely want to put trust into your tires. Like, I'd go around like turns and curves and stuff without fully leaning. I would just slow down and just, make my way around the corner. One of my friends had to tell me to literally just trust your tires. They're not going to just fly from under you. So you just lean on them and they do what they do. As you can see, I don't quite use my tire all the way, but I definitely use a good amount of my tire. I don't think I ride hard enough to really be using the edge of the tire. I don't take this to the track or anything. Definitely trust the tires. On a day-to-day basis, being that we're in the state that we're in, traffic, sitting on these bikes in traffic gets really uncomfortable and really hot, really fast. So lane splitting is not illegal. I mean, it's not legal in all states. Riding through traffic on these aren't really that fun.
I know you're a car guy. Has owning a sport bike changed how you feel about cars?
Definitely. Don't get me wrong, I always love me some nice looking cars. As far as the speed factor is concerned, owning a 1000 has definitely changed how I feel about cars. Cars aren't really that fast to me anymore. It's kind of killed the thrill. This is literally like imagine owning a roller coaster that you get to control. That's how this feels.
How many bikes have you owned?
So I have owned 3 sport bikes total.
Okay,
First one being 2003 CBR 600RR.
Okay.
This is the second one, which is a 2008 CBR 1000RR. And I recently just picked up a 2009 Yamaha R1.
Tell me about your second bike.
This is my 2009 Yamaha R1 with the cross-plane motor. I just picked it up about maybe a week, 2 weeks ago. Haven't had much time with it. But I found it on Facebook Marketplace for about 7K flat. And if you know anything about this bike, you know that these usually go for at least 9 to 10,000. So I had to go grab it.
So how long have you had the bike?
Had the bike for about a week or two.
What are some plans you got for the bike?
I got a few things in mind. I definitely want to get rid of these stealth mirrors. It's a nice touch, but I don't think it fits the face of the R1. I want to get rid of these, and I want to throw some bar end mirrors on here, just like the CBR. I don't really like the tape, the wheel tape on this rim. I want to take that off. Definitely don't like the crash cage. I'm not really like a stunner. I don't have a point of the crash cage. It just makes the bike bulky. I'm gonna get rid of that. I kind of want to go with a different exhaust too. The exhaust setup on this bike already is a little tacky. I'm trying to figure out if I want to keep it shorty pipe or go ahead and do the signature Undertale Brothers exhaust that the R1 is known for. And I kind of want to get a different color scheme on here. Kind of same as the CBR, like a matte black with red accents.
What is your favorite feature about your R1?
It's out of two things. Either the looks, this front end is crazy, it's so aggressive, it's so mean. But that cross-plane motor, it sounds beautiful. So I think I'm gonna go with the sound.
Share the difference in experience between your R1 and your CBR.
Off the bat, the way that the bike rides is kind of completely different. This bike has a lot of like torque and grunt to it. Like, especially at slow speeds, it feels like kind of like a bull. I feel like you're riding a bull that's bucking. So as far as the CBR is concerned, if I was to try to describe it, it's super, super smooth. Like everything is like streamlined with it. I haven't really ridden the S1000 before, but I feel like the CBR has to be pretty close to it. The CBR feels faster, maybe because it's smoother, but the R1 makes more power. I haven't really done a race or anything to tell, but the R1 moves definitely at the top end. This bike is a lot shorter than the CBR too. The CBR feels really tall. This bike feels low and wide, but it's still pretty light. It's about as light as the CBR. Well, it feels like it to me.
I don't want to make you choose between your bikes. If you had the option of choosing between the R1 and the CBR, what bike are you picking? You can only have one.
It's hard to tell right now. If I had to choose one, it'd probably be the R1 because this bike has a lot more character than the CBR. The way it feels, the way it looks, the way it sounds. I feel like it's bringing more to the table than the CBR is. The CBR is smooth too, though. This is nothing against the CBR. I love my CBR, but this bike, I feel like it has more character.
What's your favorite thing about the sound and exhaust note? of the R1?
Most sport bikes kind of sound like, they have a signature sound, kind of like a high screaming, you know what I'm saying, sound. With the R1, it has the sound of like an old muscle car. Not really like a muscle car, but I like how grumbly it is. You know, it kind of sounds like a V8 rather than a inline four. It reminds me of the Ducati, which I can't afford. Part of the reason why I like the R1.
Do you regret anything about your bike riding experience so far?
If I could go back and do everything over again, I would do it the exact same way. Maybe with a better condition to a few of my bikes. But no, I would do it all the same way.
All right, guys, let me know if you want to see more content like this. I'm just trying to do something a little different. Let me know in the comment section between the CBR and the R1, which one would you pick? You gotta have one though. You can't take both. Well, he has both, so. But which one would you pick? We out.
Adios, amigos.